I wish Facebook could see this filter. Wow, it's so cool. I feel like Mexico here is bringing out this, like, not only the feminine, but the tribal. And it's like really making me want to tap into this part of me that somehow this filter really captures. I mean, I don't want one of those, but I do have a nose ring. These are cool. All right, here we go. Take two. All right, let's start over here. So, welcome everybody. And if you're joining me today, we're talking about creativity. How do we go from the wanting of something to the having of it? You know, I'm always talking about everything is created twice, first in your mind, but then you need aligned action to actually manifest it in the world. You know, so many of us stop ourselves short in the wanting. We stay wanting. We have these beautiful visions. We even have this beautiful self-talk of sometimes, you know, the pep talk, like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I'm going to do this in my life, and you have it all aligned. But the thing is, if you do not push through, you know, we talked about the unknown being a necessary passageway to what you want, which it is, because when you're pivoting from the past and you're moving into the future or into the present to get to what you want, which is the future, which is really just like moments of now being realized. Resistance is the other thing that is a passageway that you must move through. And I was saying before this whole thing got messed up on Facebook, but if there were to be a relationship that I would recommend working on in your life, it would be your relationship with resistance. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you think about it, resistance, like many others, is almost like the gatekeeper to what you want. Everything in nature pushes through something, a boundary, the bud pushes out to get to the flower opening. The human baby pushes through and the mother pushes out. There's resistance. There's always, I think I talked about this, I don't remember what week it was or if it was in this series that I've been doing, that I think it's a butterfly, or I know it's a chicken. There's a few animals that, like, if you help it come out of its cocoon or its like the chick, if you help it crack its shell and help it come out, you're taking away the necessary strength that it needs to do the next few steps that it has to do, which is basically arriving at its next level. So, oh, hey everyone, if you're here joining, just give me a what's up. Think about what is it that you're creating in your life, or what is your relationship with resistance? So I've been taking you through a bit of a process here for the last few weeks on, it's the same process that I teach in my Rise group program, which is starting on March 14th, and there's a few spots left. So if any of this work really resonates with you and you're looking to go deeper into self-inquiry, deeper into understanding, you know, how to take inventory in your life, looking at the thoughts that might be holding you back, shifting the perspective so that you can see the thing that's there right in front of you differently, because I often say the thing doesn't change, but how you see it does. That gives you the opportunity to pivot. Once you pivot, you go through the passage of the unknown. Once you're in the unknown, you can create a new vision. And once you have that vision, you create it. And next week, we'll finish the cycle. I'm not going to give it away now, but you'll see. So you know, you are an artist. You already are this master manifester in your life. And the thing is that you're either an active participant learning how to navigate your mind and be the creator of your life, or you most likely are running some old default programming and wondering why you're repeating the same thing twice. And those default programs are sneaky. They hide. They hide behind walls and walls and walls of resistance and just masking themselves as what you know, the familiar. So here we go again on how do you move through resistance? Okay, so first thing is, yes, you can. You've done it already many times in your life. Resistance can be understood as a cycle, something that you can look into in your life and say, oh, when I am coming to an edge of change, when I am coming to something that is fearful or bigger or stepping into my vision, this is what happens to me. And you start to look. It could be something like you start procrastinating, you get up, you start eating. That was mine. I was the eater. Like, resistance always showed up in some way with me eating and distracting. I love to distract myself with many different types of things. I've really learned now how to identify resistance to the point where, and this came up in our 30 Days to Change program, one of the participants, Gisela, what's up, Gisela? Shout out to you, was bringing up how she was doing the 30-day challenge, which is like taking on something for 30 days. And then she was saying, she shared with the group how that day she was laughing at resistance. And that is what I would want all of you to get to that point where resistance comes up and you're just like, what up, resistance? Like, I see you there, and I know that you are here because I am about to move through something to take me into something bigger and better and deeper and more elevated and higher level. And I am going to do it anyway. This week's affirmation is actually something I got from Oprah, and it is, yes, what is it? Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Watch me. And it's like, you just have to stay committed. There's this all-in attitude that I really think is important to have when you're making big changes in your life. And that means when resistance comes up, there's really no giving up. There's no leaving the pathway. You just keep on going. Well, I'm super charged up today. I got up early. I meditated. I drank my coffee. I walked to the beach. I did yoga on the beach. I went for a swim. I came back. I'm having another cup of coffee. I'm like, I'm ready to create, ready to make shift happen. Whoa, did you see that? All right. Hi, Peggy. Thank you for being here. All right. So nothing will manifest without action. If for all the new people in my group, which I'm so grateful that I've been growing the Next Level Manifestors group. So if you're in Instagram, you want to come on over to Next Level Manifestors. It's a private group in Facebook. You will quickly find out that I am all about practical manifesting. I want to bring it down into this reality world. I get it. Yeah, I'm super woo-woo. I believe in energies and universal, the 7 hermetic laws and the 11 forgotten laws and all the laws that we can and cannot see. I need to find it. You want to find what? My group? It's facebook.com/group/nextlevelmanifestors. The thing is visualizing is daydreaming with a purpose. Using your mind is in 2 separate different capacities. One is think it, dream it, imagine. I mean, wow, you have this brilliance in here that it's in here, but it's just and what's coming to me right now is just to remind everyone here that number one, look for proof in your life. Look for proof that you've already done something, because what we do is we look for proof. We find the evidence to support our case, but our case a lot of the time is our old story. Our case is I can't do it or I haven't done it. So it's really important you start to look into your life for ways that you have achieved something, small little stuff, because it's the small incremental changes that is the practical manifesting part that I'm talking about. Taking on tiny little action steps. Okay, so I was saying visualizing is daydreaming without a purpose, but without action, it remains a fantasy. So here's kind of a vulnerable, maybe, intimate thing about me. I used to have my mind was so active, and actually the reason why I do this work is because I had obsessive thinking. But one of the things that happened to me is that I lived a lot in fantasy land because I was so creative and so how I could conjure up. I actually got stuck there. And I lived a lot in fantasy, and I lived a lot in believing in the potential of other people. Like I would always see later, or like I never, and that was hard for me. I went to therapy for that because I was doing what I just said, which is without action, it remained a fantasy, and it became, I suffered a lot because it was like that was the epitome of what I'm saying here, that you stay in the wanting and never having it. That's you, Elaine? Oh, hi, Elaine. Yeah, it's really, first of all, good for you for identifying that. Second of all, it's it's actually a lot simpler than you think to move from it, the wanting into the having, because what you do is, first of all, congratulations, because if you're someone that knows what you want, wow, because I think I stayed in fantasy because I was afraid to admit what I wanted. I was afraid because sometimes it went against what my parents thought, or my friends, or I was comparing myself to people. Oh, and back to the proof thing. If other people have it, begin to train yourself to see that as something that you can aspire to have instead of being jealous. Jealousy is just something to show you what you want next. Jealousy will take you down. Comparison, again, like everything, look for proof. Oh, they did it, I can do it too. They took action. You know what? People who take action are people who are literally mastering resistance. That's all it is. Master resistance. You must come to resistance and start to acknowledge it as the thing that is holding you back. If you do not go through it, it's kind of like you're running up, you're running up, you're running up, you get there, and if you don't go through it, you start again. And this shoot thing could potentially be an addiction cycle of something that then you fall victim into. Like I said, for me, it was food, it was procrastination, it was lazy, it was inaction. So basically, yeah, procrastination and not mastering resistance just prolongs the process. And I want you all to be living your best life now. Live it now. So to live it now, you must begin to look at your relationship with resistance so that you get out of the loop of complaining, the loop of seeing that it's not working, the loop of all of the habit holes that you fall into, wondering why you're feeling stuck and nothing's happening, is because you're not pushing through resistance. Okay, and I'm not minimizing. Resistance is a big deal. It's going to kick up everything. Resistance is the mama jamma of things to understand, and actually it's a huge part of the programs that I teach is you and your resistance and understanding it, because when you hit that resistance wall, which by the way is an illusion, it's not really there. It's a fear, which stands for false evidence appearing real. But it feels like it's there, so I get it. So it's there, right? If it feels like it's there, but it's not there. What up, Brooks Vision, Herb? Hey. So when you're, at the wall of resistance, I lost my train of thought, but that's all I really want to say is that it's time to move through your resistance. It's time to master it. Oh, that's what I deal with all my programs, is we look at your resistance. So if you're interested in any of them, Herb, we're going to be looking at resistance starting in the Rise program, everybody. And if you're not ready for a program, I get it. You can join the 4-day free manifesting ritual that I'm doing, and that'll get you started, because also where your energy goes, your life flows. So, here we go again. Practical manifesting, like, really is about where you put your attention. Like, what are you focusing on? That's it. It's like a plant. Plant the seed. The seed is a thought. The seed is your vision. You plant it. You water it with your thoughts, with your energy, with your ideas. You keep on putting attention onto it. It's going to grow. Everything that you put your attention onto grows. So this is me telling you, I'm just reminding you that you are already an artist. You are the creator of your life. You already are a master manifester. So this is about refining and tweaking the knobs of what it is that you are literally creating in your life. Look around you. Do you like what you see? Do you feel you're living your best life? In this category, there's 3 or 4 categories you can look at. You know, how's your relationships going? Do you feel supported? Do you feel heard? Do you feel like you're not alone in this world? How's your financial life? Do you feel like abundant? Do you feel that you are in control of your money? Are you saving? Look at your health. Are you in the vibrancy that you wish to be in? And if you're not, just take some time and sit down, take some inventory in your life. And gonna have to, when you do that, there's going to be a little wall of resistance, and that's where the creative piece comes in. And just like an artist, I mean, I'm a painter, and I know, Herb, if you're still here, you know that if you're an artist and you're staring at the white canvas, oh my God, the infinite possibilities. But you got to start that moment, the resistance. It's like putting the paintbrush to the canvas and going. All right, I'm gonna pick a card. Herb, are you here? Give me a number. Give me a number on what you call it. What number do you want for a tarot card? Here we go. 8. Gotcha. And Elaine, Peggy, I don't know if you're still on Facebook and you want me to pick a card for you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ow! Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for listening. I am so digging this filter on Instagram. I feel like badass warrior. We did warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3, and then the dancer warrior today. Wow. I guess that's why I've activated warrior. All right, here we go. I got you, Peggy 5. So here we go. Brooke's vision. 1, 2. I know, right, Shaman? That's a compliment. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Schizophrenia. You know what? I love this card. Don't get scared. So I always talk about the card in relation to the topic. So create it. So this card talks about how this man or woman is basically holding on to the cliff from feet and from the hands. Did you get this card before? Ever, Herb? Basically, it says, first of all, look how this person creates a bridge for others to walk over. Literally, like someone's walking over you to get to the other side. Nobody really wants to be the bridge all the time. So this card is all about you must let go of. It's no use thinking about, should I let go of my hands first or my feet first? It's basically let go. And then clouds here are the indication that you'll always be caught. There's a soft place to land, always. It's like that trust and believing. And then the birds also representing the sky is the limit. And we literally, the most suffering that I have had in my life is when, this is indecision. Indecision causes suffering. I always make a joke that, I've traveled a lot, actually 44 countries I've traveled in my life. And I always say that the worst place I've ever been is limbo. Limbo causes you so much suffering. In fact, if you can train yourself to actually, instead of thinking right and wrong in decision making, you think next. You make a decision, you gather information, you go next. There's no yes and no, right and wrong. There's only next. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. The more you keep moving, the more you move through the resistance. You learn how to move through resistance because you're also not having black and white thinking. You're not having yes and no, right and wrong. You're just having boom. You know, one of the best, as a Virgo perfectionist, one of the best tools, manifesting tools, hacks that I taught myself is, as I'm working on whatever, it's for now. Kind of like, it's good enough for now. It's almost like a little mental trick, like I'll come back, but like for now, keep moving, for now, keep moving. And then you realize before you know it, you finish something and then you can go back for round two. But if you're trying to get something perfect each time, then look, you're going to get walked all over. All right. Rebirth in every moment. Yep. I want to hear all about it, Herb. All right, Peggy, I got you. And Elaine, if you want to give me a number, I'll pick a card for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Playfulness. By the way, this is the Osho Zen Tarot deck. It's a deck I work with when you are in any program with me. We learn how to look at words. So playfulness, when it comes to creating, I mean, this is all about having a childlike playfulness. Look at all the colors. It's the whole rainbow. It's carefree. Look, red is the action of this deck. And that's exactly what we're saying. Like, what if you move through creating what you want to create from a playful standpoint, getting creative, instead of like, oh, I gotta do this again, like, because look, you're missing out moments of your life. Like, life is life. Life is right now. Life is, how do you move through everything? How do you create everything? Can you make resistance fun? Can you make, dare I say it, like grief and sadness on some level, not fun, but can you actually see the message in it, the benefits? Like, also remembering that every single thing will pass. You're never going to stay in anything too long. I know it feels like when we're in grief or sadness or any of the lower vibrational energies and frequencies that we feel like we're going to be there forever. But the thing is, after you realize, if you let go and you see that the contraction is only the preparation for an expansion, the minute you relax into something, you already moved through it. Playfulness is such a gift that we can give ourselves. Laugh, smile. In my workshops, when we're lying there doing breath work, I always say, okay, only for advanced people, bring a smile to your face, because we get so serious about everything. All right. Elaine, 8. Oh, we had 8 already, but I'll do I'll do an 8 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Woo! Other side of playfulness, stress. So we kind of covered that in a way, in the sense that stressing, white knuckling, contraction energy. When it comes to creating, you're going to limit what you can see, because stress is blinders. Stress is what's not working. Stress is a nervous system that's jacked up. Take a deep breath. Look, this monkey's about to pop it. It's all going to come crumbling down. Stress is not having playfulness. Stress is thinking you can control everything. When you are in creative flow, you got to trust. You got to drop into a deeper place. Creativity and flow, when you're creating, when you get to a creation process, you have already actually done so many steps that to trust yourself that it will come through you. That whole thing that we started with, yes, you can, yes, I am, yes, I can, yes, I will, watch me. Stress literally is the cause of dis-ease in our world. Cancers, like all your organs contracting, not letting blood flow through you, not letting oxygen move through your system. Do not allow yourself to stay stressed. There are so many other things that are going to come at you in this world that you're going to have to deal with. Stress is your responsibility to bring breath into your life, to find movement, stretching, simple little things, 5 minutes a day. As I'm talking about it, I notice my body just starting to stress is like, All right. Stress is actually when a part of this resistance thing. Stress is something can come up when you come to the edge of change and you are afraid. You can do it. If you can create it in your mind, you can create it in your world around you. I'm going to leave you with this today. Let's all take a deep breath in as we come to the edge of change here today. I want you to really embody, yes, I can, yes, I will, yes, I am. Watch me. You prove everyone around you, don't listen to anybody. You can do it. You can fucking do it. I don't really like cursing. Woo! All right, to the shaman makeup today. I'm going to post it in the Facebook group so you all can see what I've been talking about. All right, one love, everyone. I'll see you on Tuesday, but listen up. If you want to be, get your manifesting party on March 1st, which is next week, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to do a four-day manifesting ritual. It's going to be hot. I'm going to be just offering you the space to call it in, charge it up, and align into action. And I have a few spots left in my Rise program, 90-day program to turn your inner critic into your inner coach. And I would love to guide you. So get in touch if that is something, Peggy, Elaine, if that's something you want to talk about, let me know. A bunch of new people coming in here on Instagram. All right, 26 minutes. Whoa, Jabberjawn today. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.